Hey guys, and welcome back to IAmBeautifulHustlerTV. Today I'll be showing you guys another install over locks. Now this was a highly requested video. I got a lot of questions about how do you install over locks, how do you do your braid downs and everything else. So I'm going to show you exactly what I do. For starters, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you about the braid down. Now for the braid down for people with locks, you want to make sure that you are under braiding. Do not over braid. Make sure you are under braiding, and what that means is that instead of the braid being on top, the braid will actually be inside. I can't explain it no better way than that, but I do go ahead and I put her head in at least 5 to 6 under braids, depending on the thickness of their locks. You should know, like, if you should do them a little bit smaller, or if they're much thinner, you could probably do less braids. But that is the first step that I'm going to do, and I think for her I did about maybe 5 or 6 braids, and then I'm going to show you guys how I actually like pin the braids and how I sew them down so that her install can still be flat and flawless. The look for today will be a frontal Quickweave roller set soft look. So I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial, learn a lot. I will drop in and give you a lot of key points. So thank you for tuning in to IAmBeautifulHustlerTV and continue to watch this awesome video. Okay, so now that everything is braided down, I'm going to show you guys exactly how I sew these braids down. Now this is the back of her head. You will need some needle and thread for this part, and what I like to do is go ahead and sew the braids down so that it all just lays flat. You do not want to pull any braids going towards the front as far as trying to bend it backwards and lay it front, because it would not lay down as flat as you would need it to be to still have a nice flat install. So what I like to do is just pull the braids underneath, we'll pull the under braids underneath, like her neck. I start by doing that one first, and I just look for different places to lay the other braided dreads. That way it can still be all flat and smooth. Like, you just have to use your eyes and a little bit of common sense to see where can you lay those braids that it can still lay flat. So you will see me just moving the things around and seeing where I can lay them so it can still be flat and smooth. So that's all you want to do. Just take your time. You can basically start under the neck first, and then you can still take those braids and move it across and sew them going upward, just as long as it is flat and as neat as possible. And once I do this step, I do go ahead and follow the same, ball cap method procedure. I'm going to go ahead and alcohol her skin first before doing my ball cap method. And then after I do that ball cap method, I'm going to go ahead and begin the frontal install of her hair. So yeah. So today I will be using 2 20s and a 22-inch body wave and a body wave frontal. After you go ahead and bleach the knots on the frontal, the pattern does go away, but it's fine because she's getting a full soft look anyway. But as far as sewing down your frontal, it is the same process. Whether they have locks or braids underneath, you still want to put that frontal in place and have them hold it down and just go ahead and sew down the back. Now this is what it looks like if you have made those dreads as flat as possible in the back, where I can still go ahead and begin to bond in their hair and it's still flat enough, and you will not be able to tell once she's all styled up that she has the locks underneath. So this part is pretty much self-explanatory, so I didn't show the whole process of me bonding the tracks in. You just want to bond those tracks in all the way up to the very top, and then once I finish bonding that all in, I will go ahead and begin to lay down her frontal. I will be using the Ghost Bond lace glue for this video today, and I will be doing 4 layers of glue. However, I'm only going to show you 1 layer before I actually lay the frontal down. And as you can see, I bonded everything up to the top. This is what the frontal looks like after bleaching and plucking. She actually got this hair from a Miami warehouse down here. So If you are in the Miami area, I can put that information down below. Now, as far as her foundation color, I will be using the Ruby's Kisses in level 14, and I just blended those two colors together, and I'm just going to apply that foundation all over her cap. If the cap was nude, you could apply that foundation onto that cap as well, but I am using a brown cap already, so that step was not necessary for this video today. But however, once you go ahead and get that foundation on that cap, you begin to lay all your layers of glue. And I did not use alcohol again because before I apply her cap and everything, I alcoholed her whole front area down with that 99%. So now I could go ahead and begin to apply all my layers. And as I mentioned, I will not show all 4 layers, but I will show the first one, and then I will actually show me laying that frontal down. And you guys will see how it blended so perfectly with her skin tone. And that is why you want to make sure that you try to get everyone's foundation color, but not every single one. You can buy different things, or you can even mix foundations to get someone's perfect tone, and you should achieve some perfect results. So now that glue is dried clear, I'm going to go ahead and lay that lace down into that glue, and you want to have your client hold each side as you blow dry it into place. And I do blow dry my frontals on warm. I actually broke my blow dry, so it's like stuck on hot, so yeah, that's why. Always. And then I'm going to also use the comb to comb that hair down into that lace as well, or comb that, you know what I'm trying to say. So now that you have finished drying everything, you want to begin to cut off that extra lace, but remember to cut in a zigzag motion. That will give the hairline more of a realistic look instead of a straight across look. So as you can see, it looks jagged here, so it's not so straight across. And this is what you want to, this is the look that you want to achieve. Now when you also lay down that lace on the sides, make sure you do cut the extra lace off from around the ears. I recommend that you glue it down first and then cut off the extra lace, and then for the little piece that's still lifting, just go ahead and tack it down. And I also like to cut off the extra lace around the ears after everything is sewed down and majority of the frontal is laid down. And for a wig, I do the same steps because you don't want to cut lace off first and then you cut off too much. So it's best to see, like, have everything glued down, and then you can see the extra that has to go. But make sure you do not skip this step because you don't want to leave lace on top of a customer's ear. That is a big no. But other than that, I'm going to continue to just slide that ghost bond underneath those places that are still lifting, allow it to dry clear, and I'm going to take my comb using the teeth and just push that lace down into that glue. And everything that I'm doing to this side, I am going to repeat to the other side as well. And then I'm going to go in with my little hair tie. I cannot find my elastic band, so I just use like some velvet sort of kind of material, and I'm going to tie that lace down. Now what I did not do in this video that I usually do is add my Nairobi's mousse to the hairline, and that was because it was just like super melted already and I was loving it, and it just would have been like so unnecessary in this case. So like I said, I'm just going to just tack everything down and just tie it down without the mousse, because the result still came out super duper flawless and so pretty. So now that everything is tacked down, like I mentioned before, I'm going to go ahead and tie down the edges with that band. But I did go ahead and part her hair to the side first because she will be wearing a side part, as you can see from the thumbnail. So I parted it off and then I went ahead and tied it down. Now as it was tied down, I did go ahead and add the big curls, but I was actually going to comb it out on camera for you guys. I did upload in my most recent video how to curl your hair like this. So go ahead and check that out. I did not cut any hair or any layers into this hair because I just wanted it to you know, go with the flow, and she didn't want to really cut the hair like that. So I just made like the big curls, barrel curls, using my Conair curler, and I'm just going to brush everything and comb everything out and just, you know, play with it and add some little more curls here and there. But if you do want to see a full detailed video on how I do my curls, I do have videos that I have posted already showing you how I create my roller set soft looks. So here I am, just basically combing the hair out and, you know, playing with it until it's in place. She did not want the haircut, as I mentioned before, so I didn't really cut anything of that nature. Right here, I did use my razor comb to shave down like the sideburn area. Today we were going for the no baby hairs look, so yeah, she always get baby hairs, but today I told her, no, we're gonna just do this natural hairline and we're gonna call it a day, because I'm sort of kind of getting tired of baby hairs. I don't know about y'all, but I feel like you'll know if your stylist really know what they doing, if they could do your hair without having to create baby hairs. And all my clients recently have been just like, I want a natural hairline, no baby hairs. So I know I haven't recorded me doing any videos recently with any clients, so that's another reason why I brought you guys to this video today. But this is pretty much the finishing look after I did everything. I hope you guys did enjoy this tutorial. I hope you learned something, and I just want to thank you guys once again for tuning in to I Am Beautiful Hustler TV. So stay tuned, I have more tutorials coming.